On Fan TV this week, joining us after a 2-0 victory against the Bracknell Bees, I've got goal scorer Sam Towner and Tom Norton. So I'm going to start with Tom. Tom, that was a completely different game to the 10-goal thriller last week.
Yeah, it was pretty different. Both teams had chances. They came in and worked really hard, and that's something they've done this season from the start. And they're giving a lot of young kids chances to play, and they're working really hard as well. And you can see that they're improving every time you play against them. I mean, teams are going to have to watch out for them come the new year, because they're just going to keep getting better and better.
I thought the game up until your goal, it was even, and perhaps if it was a boxing match on points to the Bees in the first period, your goal was crucial.
Yeah, I think we was a little bit flat in the first half of the game. Maybe I think not playing on the Saturday didn't really help us. Can't really use that as an excuse because they didn't play yesterday either. Yeah, I think for parts of the first period they outworked us maybe, but obviously the goal kind of calmed us down. We had some pretty good shifts after that and kind of got into the game a little bit more.
Talked to James Fryer and James Archer last week about whether the change in routine makes a difference to a team on a weekend like this. It's 2 consecutive weekends we've had one game. You've had a rest. You should be fit to go tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you get used to going Saturday, Sunday. Like I say, it's not an excuse, and we're not using it as an excuse at all. You just have to prepare yourself a little bit differently. Saturday, you have to make sure that you keep your legs moving, that you keep eating the right food, like you would on a game day. Really, you don't want to be sat around at home doing nothing, because that's when you start to, stiffen up, and you're not ready to go for Sunday.
And Sam, you've perhaps had a monkey on your back the last few weeks, not being able to score, and you must be pretty pleased. The celebration was a pretty big celebration from you and the guys on the ice at the time.
Yeah, I think all the boys knew as soon as it went in that it's my first goal this year, which is it's kind of depressing. We're in December, so obviously I was injured, and then I come back and I was kind of fighting it a little bit, and then last week obviously I missed that absolute sitter, if you could call it that, which was just I couldn't believe it myself. I don't know, I've heard the commentary what you did last week. It's pretty funny. Missing a century. So yeah, obviously it's nice to score, but more importantly than that, we managed to get 2 points, so that is the main thing.
I think the link-up play with you and Wahib Daj for the goal was terrific, and you put it away first time, and you don't get a chance to think when that chance comes, so you just got to do it.
Yeah, I think maybe I didn't have a chance to think, so maybe that helped me a little bit. Like last week, kind of had a little bit of chance.
Last week's was a great goal line clearance. It was terrific. Guys, that's a run of games that, and with respect to the teams that we've played over the last 3 weekends, you kind of think with our home form, you'd be wanting to win these games that we've played over the last 3 weekends. It's been, we've played Bracknell away and Manchester and Bracknell twice. Next weekend it's Guildford and Telford, and I guess a slightly different proposition.
No, definitely, but we're prepared the same way. We know what we're coming up against. We've beaten both teams, and we know we've got to be mentally and physically ready for those games and get back to playing 2 games a weekend. Absolutely.
So, guys, thanks very much, and Sam, thanks for taking it in good heart. And if you think my comments were critical, you should have been standing next to Levers. So, merciless, really. Guys, thanks very much. We'll see you next week. Cheers.